Hi, this is Atomic Gunner, and I love My Chemical Romance. So, I've I've, I've tried to get myself in on this video thing, and I chose the Black Parade era. And the reason I chose this era is because it's got me through my life a hell of a lot. I know what I'm wearing doesn't match, but when I was 8 years old, I didn't know the meaning of the word band merch. Yeah, so basically I'm just going to start off with when I first ever heard of them. Just go into a few quotes and like musical lyrics and things I actually love about this era. Sorry. Starting off, 2008 I went to see them on the Black Parade tour. I think it was 2008 or 2007, one of them. And it was my third ever concert. My first being Bullet and my second being Green Day. I was taken by my sister, and she's now 31. I'm the youngest in the family. And we were sitting. I don't remember a thing of this. It was way too far back to remember. But I'm guessing it was the most amazing time in my life. There are no videos because my sister didn't take video cameras to gigs because she's the jumpy kind. She just jumps everywhere. I was only 8 years old, so I didn't really know what was going on. I just sat there with my sister thinking this isn't my sort of music. And by the end of it, I walked out with at least Teenagers in my head and Welcome to Black Parade and Famous Last Words I think was in my head as well. I just walked out singing them to myself thinking, hey, these lyrics are really good. So then when I got home I was like, could I possibly get the CD? And I was really worried about asking my mum about this because she's always thought, oh, my daughter's going to become a girly girl and everything. No, I'm really not. I went through a chavvy stage when I was in like year 7, year 8. It was just following the crowd kind of thing, but this album has taught me to go my own way. I do not need to follow people in order to become a better person. Following people in my school is just saying that they're like little Bo Peep and I'm the frigging sheep. I am not a sheep. You can't take me for being a sheep. I'm sorry, you just can't. But yeah, with the words in some of these songs, like The End, you've got, if you look in the mirror and don't like what you see, you can find out firsthand what it's like to be me. I look in the mirror quite a lot of times and I think to myself, what is the point of me living? And then I listen to this album and I watch this DVD and this DVD and I listen to that and I listen to that and I think to myself, life's worth living, life is worth living, you are worth something. So if there's people out there who don't think they're worth anything, I think that, oh, no one's going to miss me when I'm gone. Think about it, a lot of people will miss you. And if any of you killjoys or the MCRmy out there think no one's going to miss you, everybody in the MCRmy will miss you. Us killjoys will miss you. Even, heck, MCR may not know every fan individually, but they will miss you. So for like Welcome to Black Parade will carry on. Just that simple line will carry on. It's ambiguous. It can mean a lot of things. We'll carry on with life. We'll carry on. Well, that's the main one really. We'll just carry on with life. If Gerard can get past a horrendous drug addiction and alcohol related problem, then you can get past a little bit of depression in your life. I don't know whether I should say this, but I'm going to. I did cut really badly, and then as soon as I heard that, like, Gerard's quotes about life being so much more better than you actually think it is, and telling us to be something, it just made me think to myself, heck, I'm actually going to be something when I'm older. I want to be something. Like, my room at the moment is completely covered in posters I've gone onto my ceiling. My brother bought me this jacket. It's not the one off the site. It's tailor-made one, and it's exactly like Gerard's, like that one. Yeah. Why computer just gone off on me. This is not going to affect my video at all. So I'll just sit here. Hold on a second. Forgot that my computer would go off. Yeah, I saw MCR back in February, on February the 13th in Birmingham for my first ever concert since 2008. And I remember sitting to myself and thinking, if I get a barrier, it will be the best moment of my life. And there you have it. I was at Barrier. The Helena video at Birmingham LG Arena, 13th February 2011. I'm right there at the front. I'm the ginger one. I had hair down to here, and it's ginger, and I have a black and green band on, and it's a black and green and red one, and I've got black wristbands on. I haven't got them on at the moment. Yeah, and then I remember loving that feeling of having to see MCR just there on stage, thinking I'm breathing in the same air as them. It was just amazing. And I took a banner. Well, it's not even exactly a banner. It's like a t-shirt. It's there. I'm looking at it. This t-shirt had Gerard fuck me on it, and I drew a picture of him on the back. And I remember holding it up and showing him, and he walked over and he pointed it out, smiled, and walked away like laughing to himself. And I just thought that was the most amazing thing ever. He may not have spoke to me, but he acknowledged the work I'd done. And after that one, I just wanted to literally I just wanted to go to another concert, and I thought to myself, do you know what, forget this, I'm going to another concert. So I sold my Nintendo DSi, sold my Nintendo Wii, and before you know it, I had £60. I had £30 to get the ticket, and £30 to get a coach up to Newcastle. And me and my friend thought, do you know what, we're going to be at Barrier for this as well. So we got up to Newcastle on the Sunday, and the gig wasn't till Tuesday. So we thought that was pretty die-hard fans, but enough of the die-hard fans. I'm just going to go off course for a second. Die-hard fans, you're not a die-hard fan if you've just been listening to Danger Days, or if you've just been listening to the Black Parade. You have to know some of Bullet's songs, some of Revenge songs, what Gerard's been through, Gerard's life, what Mikey's been through, what Frank's been through. You have to remember when Frank went on stage with an oxygen tank. And you have to also respect Ray. He's the most least respected, and I don't like it. Anyway, back on track. After that concert, February's gone now, it's like September, but I told my mum straight after Newcastle, Mum, I would need to go to Reading Festival to see them again. And she was like, okay then. It was like it was a week or a weekend before Reading, and I went to my mum, are you going to get my Reading ticket? She told me, you didn't tell me anything about Reading. I've looked at her right in the eyes and I've gone, woman, I told you about Reading as soon as I got back from Newcastle. You should know that I came back from Newcastle because I forgot my coach back and you had to pay. And then straight after I said that, it took me and my mate to convince my mom. It took us at least that whole week to convince her to try and find a knockoff ticket to get me to Reading. And hey ho, by Thursday, I was on the train to Reading, and we were at Barrier for that as well. I found myself on BBC iPlayer, and I'm really happy about that. Yeah, and we were at Barrier for that, and I remember just seeing Brian May walk on stage. I remember seeing Brian May just walk on stage, and I burst out crying. At both the concerts I saw in February, I thought to myself, I'm not going to cry at Cancer, but I cried both times at Cancer. And I said to myself quietly, if they play Cancer at Reading, I'm going to break down. I will. And luckily they didn't. They did play We Will Rock You, which was amazing. Yeah, so heading back to this.
Will you not leave your thing about the stairs, please?
Going back to the album, Famous Last Words is probably my favourite song because it tells you, like, the lyrics are saying, I'm not afraid to keep on living, I'm not afraid to walk this world alone. It's just telling us that kind of we're not in this alone. Like, there are a lot of people who are afraid to keep on living and afraid to walk the world alone. And if I'm honest, I was afraid to walk this world, like, a lot of the time. Please cut out that little bit of interruption then. Yeah. Keep shining, Killjoys, and I'll see you very soon. Atomic Gunner over and out.